welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. If you're new here, I'm a grad student and I do grad school things. So today is going to be just another summer day in my life. The past week and a half has been very much not focused on school. I had family in town, so I was spending time with them. But I am diving back into things today, working on my reading list for my comprehensive exams that I have coming up this fall. So I'm going to take a crack at another book today and try and get my life together. Also, if you've been following along with these vlogs, you know that I'm currently living in Miami, Florida, even though I go to school in Bloomington, Indiana. I have been here for the past basically year and a half, and I finally have a date that I am going to head back up, see my place for the first time in well over a year, move back, move all the stuff that I've accumulated here. I recently got a car down here, so I'm going to drive up with my dad so I don't have to make the long road trip by myself. And yeah, exciting stuff to come. So I'm trying to soak up all of, like the last 3 weeks that I have here with my family, as well as trying to be productive. So I just journaled for a bit to sort of clear my mind and recenter myself after a few weeks of sort of spontaneity and slight chaos. I didn't work out of any specific prompts today. I sort of just answered some questions that were on my mind. The first one, what's motivating me today? The second one, what are my goals for the day? And then the third one, how am I feeling and what are these feelings telling me? That's something that I've talked about in therapy, not trying to understand why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling and not judging the feelings that I'm feeling, but how am I feeling and what can I learn from this? What is this teaching me? And the word that just kept coming to mind as I was journaling was cluttered. I feel like my mind is very cluttered. I feel like my life is cluttered. There's just a lot going on right now, just like a lot of little things. So I'm going to just clean up my space because that's something that I've realized is very important to me, and that's something that I've also learned about myself from the Enneagram. So I know to each their own with these personality tests. You have to take them all with a grain of salt, but the Enneagram I feel like is so much more just believable than like, don't come for me for this, but like astrology or things like that. But on the Enneagram, I am a one wing 2, and being a 1 means that organization is really important to me, and that's something that I honestly didn't realize about myself until probably like the past year of my life, just because I didn't have a whole lot of organization specifically with my space. But that's something that I've really been working on. So going to clean this up, try and organize some things so I can just feel better in my mind, my body, and that will put me in a more productive headspace. My room, and I packed a bag for my trip this week, and it took a little under an hour. So tomorrow I'm leaving on a trip to Orlando, which is just a few hours north, with my best friend. We're just staying in a hotel for a couple of nights, and we're just gonna do fun stuff. Get our nails done, go out to eat, lay by the pool, and we've never done something like this. And it was her birthday yesterday, and we're treating ourselves. Just got back from Target. It was so packed. I think everyone was there for Memorial Day because I have the day off. I got just some snacks for the trip. I got these like breakfast snack bars. This is my favorite candy, Lifesaver gummies. I love the s'mores sort of trail mix from Target. It just has like chocolate chips, marshmallows, graham crackers, peanuts, all that good stuff. Some Gatorade for my friend, and some foot masks. I really wanted to be extra and get us matching PJs, but their pajamas were really picked over. And then I found these 2 super cute notebook, or this is a notebook pack and this is a planner. So this was only $7 for 3 of these notebooks from like the Opal House brand. And they look really similar to Rifle Paper Co.'s style. And I've gotten like a identical 3-pack from Rifle Paper Co. for like 20 bucks. So this was a really good deal. And after I bought them, I realized I'm not in coursework anymore. So I don't know if I will even need these, but I'll find a way to put them to use. And then I got a planner. So right now I have a Rifle Paperco one and I really like it, but I had one from this Blue Sky brand from Target before, and I really like the size of it. So this is bigger. It's like the size of, here's it in comparison to my hand. The one I have currently is a little bit smaller. And more than anything, let me get that out of the way. More than anything, I love that like the days are just these big blank boxes and you have so much room to write, to draw. Right now I have sort of like the checklist thing going on, but I feel really limited by that. So I'm not crazy about this floral print. It's a little grandma-y to me, but it's okay. I'm going for functionality over aesthetics with this choice, although it is still really cute. It's a little after 3 p.m. already. I don't know where the day has gone so far. I've put away my clothes, went to Target, and now I have to do some of the stuff that I am dreading a little bit more. I try to write like an annotation for sort of like an annotated bib or like a blurb, paragraph, whatever you want to call it, for each thing that I read on my reading list. And I read something last week and I never got around to writing the reflections. So I want to do that while the reading is still somewhat fresh in my brain. I can look back through my highlights. And then, like I mentioned, I want to start another book. So I think I'm going to read a book review, the intro, the conclusion, or really just however much I feel like reading today. I don't feel super motivated to read right about now. And then I have a little more packing to do because we're leaving tomorrow. So I need to pack up like shampoo and stuff like that. I need to pack up like my purse and my laptop bag with my laptop because I am hoping to get some work done while I'm there. And my nails are like absolutely atrocious. So I just want to like take off this polish right now. And then since it's Memorial Day, I am going to bake a dessert. I really think it's just going to be brownies with some red, white, and blue sprinkles. Almost 9 o'clock. I ate dinner with my family and went for just a quick golf cart ride around the neighborhood and stuff like that. And now I feel like I smell like outside. I don't know if this is just like a Florida thing, but me and my family and my siblings, we all say like when we're outside for more than like 10 minutes, we're just like, oh, I smell like outside. And I don't know how to explain it other than smell like outside. But all my friends who aren't from Florida have no idea what I'm talking about when I say that. So if smelling like outside is a thing to you, please let me know. And tell me where you're from. Anyway, it just smells like grass and like you just want to take a shower. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a shower. I have read a good amount of the book today. It's actually a lot easier of a read than I thought it was going to be, and it's really interesting as well. It's sort of just like a manual for how to write. Especially when you get stuck, how to generate ideas. Of course, I'm not reading every single word, but I've been able to like bebop through a lot of the chapters. And I'm thinking of creating a new page on my Notion document that I went over in my last vlog that's specifically for like quotes that resonate with me and like are like move me. And there's one from this book that was like just super like, I read it and I was like, oh my god, yes. Especially because this book was written like over 30 years ago, and it's crazy that stuff, I mean, it's not that old, but still, that stuff is still very much resonating with me. So the quote is, certain kinds of growth take longer. One has to be open and accept bad writing now, meaning this year, this decade, in order to get to good writing. I can now see that a lot of my stuck situations in writing come from trying to write something that I won't be able to write for another 10 years, trying to avoid the voice and self I now have. Which is just like, oh, that just hit me. I feel like, especially within this past year, I've been realizing that a lot of the stuff I want to write, it's just like, this is going to take time. I need to like sift through these feelings and these thoughts before I'm able to write it. So I feel like that quote is also speaking to sort of a thought that I've had over the past year as well, which is sort of like I've really felt like grad school has made me a worse writer. And I know I've talked about this in my channel before, specifically in the video that was like 5 ways that grad school has changed me, that I've become a worse writer. And like obviously I think it's a lot of factors that are playing into why I feel that way, but I think that this is part of it. I think that I'm producing bad writing now because I'm still thinking, and I'm still working through what it is that I want to say, or as my chair likes to tell me, not what I want to say, but what wants to be said, what is inside of me that needs to come out, which is a really helpful metaphor for me. Yeah, so that's what I'm attributing it to today. My worst writing is that I'm working through it. And that's something that the book talks a lot about as well, that the whole like ideology that you need to like think about what it is that you want to say, make a neat little outline, plan it out, and do the writing. That like writing just doesn't really work that way. Maybe for some people, and if you're like that, you're lucky. I always try to make like some loose outline, but I never end up sticking with it. And that in reality, writing is just a lot more messy than that. A lot of the times you don't know what it is that you want to say until you're working through it, and you're sort of like writing to learn, writing to understand yourself a little bit better. So yeah, so far the texts that I've read have really been focused on writing and also on like empathy, which have been very refreshing to read so far. Alright, I finished reading, finished doing the annotation here, had a long one today, and I made this quotes page. I really am liking Notion. It's just so intuitive to use, and it's like pretty aesthetic as well. So for the to-do list, I can check off that I read, and then I did the reading reflection here. I didn't do the reading reflection for the earlier article because I spent all my energy reading this book, and that's okay. I will do that later. I'm going to go ahead and just pack my toiletries and my laptop purse in the morning because we're not leaving till like the afternoon. So there's no point doing, or there's no need to do it tonight. It's gonna be a dessert because there's Memorial Day, but none of us are really in the mood for it. So just cross that off the list. Alright, gonna go ahead and end off the vlog here. It was just a quick little day in my life. My summer days are pretty much all the same thing, but I'm going back to Bloomington soon, so exciting vlogs to come. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, for supporting my channel. If there's anything in particular that you would like to see, any questions that you have, I'd love it if you would leave a comment and we can chat. And I'd love to make more specific videos. Just let me know what you all want to see. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next vlog.